Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, fragrance, and beauty. And today, I'm just gonna be giving you all a quick overview, review of all the products I have tried that I have not given reviews on my channel yet. So these are makeup products, some fragrances. It's actually a lot of makeup products with just a few fragrances. But anyways, I have a lot to talk about. We're just gonna get started, so if you're interested in hearing what I have to say about all these wonderful makeup and fragrances, then please keep on watching. So, the reason why I'm doing this and not my normal rankings is just because I have a lot of products here to talk about, and I love the vast majority of them. So I didn't feel like it was fair to do a ranking, plus I forget what month I've tried some of these. Some of these I tried in May when I was still filming regularly. Some of these I tried in June when I wasn't really filming and took a little bit of a break from YouTube. So yeah, no rankings, we're just gonna go in no particular order. I'm gonna give you all very quick reviews. So first up, I want to go and talk about this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. So this is Charlotte Tilbury's new cream bronzer. I have this in the lightest shade, which is called One Fair Pale. So this is a huge cream bronzer. Like, the size of this pan kind of blows my mind. Like, look at how big this is. This is ginormous. But anyways, I've been really enjoying this cream bronzer. This is definitely something you want to use with a sponge. I tried using this with a natural hair brush. It did not give the vibe, it did not look good. So anyways, I use this with my beauty sponge. I think it's really lovely, provides a nice natural bronze to the skin, very easy to blend out, lasts all day, no complaints here. So I do think this is a really nice cream bronzer and I'm glad I have it. This is something I'm definitely not talking about on my channel because I just got it in the mail this week from Sephora. This is from Haus Labs and this is one of their highlighters. So this is in the shade Sunstone, which I believe is one of their lighter shades. So this is what it looks like. It's just a beautiful, like, natural champagne-y gold. Like, I'll even swatch it for you on my finger. Like, look at how beautiful that is. And then on the skin, it just provides this very natural glow. I really do enjoy this too. So I've only worn this once since I got this, later in the week in the mail. And I do think it's really lovely, provides a beautiful glow. Is it anything like super special? No, highlighters are highlighters. They look pretty, they make your cheek look glowy. Can't really complain. So, is it amazing? No. Is it a very, very good highlighter? Yes. And if they do come out with more shades that I'm interested in, I would consider purchasing more. I do think it's really nice, and I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. Always have been, always will be. And so I do like supporting her brand, and Haus Labs recently rebranded, and I do like the rebranding a lot more than their old stuff. Another highlighter I'll talk about is this. So this is from Pat McGrath, and this is their highlighter palette. So this has been out for a really, really long time, but Pat McGrath was having a sale on her website relatively recently, and I was like, you know what, I want to try this, so I'm gonna buy it. So I did, and it's actually really lovely. I'm wearing one of the shades today. So there's a pink iridescent shade, there's like a white to gold iridescent shade, and then there's like this bronzy shade. Obviously the bronzy shade is too dark for me, so I'd have to mix it with that iridescent goldy shade, or I could use it as like an eyeshadow. But I have used the pink and the iridescent gold shade on my cheeks. I'm actually wearing the iridescent gold shade today on my cheeks over another product, which I'll tell you about too. And yeah, it is lovely. I think they're really great highlighters. I really enjoy it. They look really, really pretty on the cheeks. My only complaint is I can't use this shade, but that's what you get when you get a highlighter trio or a highlighter palette. Sometimes you can't use all the shades, and I knew that when I was getting into it, but I'm glad I did not buy it full price, and I'm glad I got on a deal because I now never buy Pat McGrath full price because you can always get her stuff on sale. Again, we're going random. Let's talk about a fragrance, switch it up a little bit. If you hear my dog, she's crying. Oh my gosh. So this is from Clean Reserve, and this is Clean Skin. So I actually blind bought this, which I know is kind of risky, but based on reviews I had seen, based on the notes and like what Fragrantica was saying, I was like, okay, I think I'm really gonna like this. And Clean was having kind of a deal. All right, I had to take a pause in filming, so I do not remember where I was talking about this fragrance, but I do love this. I blind bought this because they were having a sale where it was like 25% off, and then they took an additional 25% off, which I don't think they were supposed to do. So I got this for a really, really good deal. I think it was like their Father's Day sale, but anyways, this is just such a natural, sweet, your skin but better kind of scent. There's like praline in here. It's a little bit salty to me. It's just a wonderful, sweet, very natural scent. Does it last the longest? No. Can you overspray this? Definitely. And I think it works perfectly fine, but I do think it's a really, really lovely scent, and I do think it's worth the hype, and I'm glad I have the big 100 ml of this. I will definitely be using this a lot. Back to makeup, let's talk about this. So this is the Serenity Palette, and this is from, what brand is this from? I forget the brand of this. Oh, Cosmic Brushes. It says really small on the back. This is from Cosmic Brushes. And the launch of this was kind of a hot mess because their website went down because of how popular this was, but I actually got it on the launch. I have not made a video about this, but if you do want to see a video from someone who did not get this in PR, then yeah, definitely let me know and I'll make some content on this. But I've used every single shade of this palette at least once, and I do like it. I like the mattes more than I like the metallics. The metallics are nice, it's just they're more of a, you know, classic smooth metallic formula, and I more so prefer a metallic formula that has a little bit more dimension and sparkle and texture to it. I've said that many, many times on my channel, but I love this color story. I think it's so unique and so cool and so special, and the mattes are very easy to work with, and the metallics are nice too. It's just if I want something truly special, I'll probably pull in some different metallics like my singles or from a different palette. But yeah, I do think it's a wonderful palette, worth the hype, pretty inexpensive for what it is too. Like, this is pretty affordable. So I really do like it. I'm excited to see what Cosmic Brushes comes out with in the future, because if they keep coming out with good color stories, I'm totally down. Let's talk about this. I'm actually wearing this on my skin today. So this is the Natasha Denona Hygen Skinglass Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. I do really enjoy this. If you like a glowy base, you're gonna love this. Like, if you have tried the Nimya Glow Serum from Nikki Tutorials, to me, they're pretty similar. That one gives a bit more of a stickiness than this one. So if you want less stickiness, I think this is great. If you used to wear the Becca Hydrating and Glowy Primer that I used to love, again, I think you'll really love this too, because it gives a very similar like finish to the skin. It's just absolutely beautiful. When this says Skin Glass, like, it does make your skin look like glassy skin. Like, it's stunning. So I have dry skin. It's not like super dry, but it's on the drier side, and I find that this provides a little bit of hydration. Very glowy, just very beautiful, and I do really like it. It wears really well underneath my foundations, especially foundations that are more like tinted moisturizer. So like my Tower 28 tinted moisturizer, or my Saie tinted moisturizer. I think it looks great with this. So speaking of the Saie tinted moisturizer, I'll talk about it. So I have used this in a video, I believe, and I do like this. I'm wearing it today. I think it's great. Very, very light coverage. Like, if you want coverage, this is probably not for you. This is very, very, very light coverage. But it does even out my skin tone. I think it looks great. It lasts all day. No issues with like bunching or breaking up or pilling. None of that. So I do think this is really nice. Also from Saie, I have this. So this is their Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade Light Bronze. So I'm also wearing this today. And this is what it looks like. I've used this quite a bit, actually, so far. And I do really like this. I've heard that people have been comparing this product to the Chanel Cream Bronzer, which I have personally never tried, so I can't tell you if that's an accurate comparison or not. Between this and the Natasha Denona, I would say this, you have to build up a little bit more. The Natasha Denona gives you a little bit more pigment on the outset, and then you can blend it out. This is a bit more natural, and then you can build it up, which I think I prefer this a little bit more than Natasha Denona, just because I get a little nervous when bronzer looks a little bit ham on me. I like the option to build up. When I put too much on and have to blend out, it gets me a little bit nervous. So I do really like this. I really enjoy it. I think it's a really good product. All right, let's talk about more bronzer. So this is from Rare Beauty. This is their bronzer stick. I have this in the shade, does it say? I don't think it says. Well, anyways, I know I have this in the lightest shade. And this is what it looks like. It's just a stick bronzer. It, rolls up, rolls down. This is awesome. Like, this has gotten a lot of hype. I can 100% see why. You can be so precise with this thing. It blends out so easily. It's just nice to have like it in a stick form because it's like a bit more compact than, you know, something like this. So I do really like this a lot. Like, I think this is very much worth the hype. I think Rare Beauty is like actually a pretty good brand. You know, even though celebrity brands kind of have a bad rap associated with them sometimes, but I think this is really nice. Okay, let's stick on the Rare Beauty train. This is wonderful. This is the, what is this called? It's like always an Optimist, like lip, whatever. It's like a lip gloss, almost like a lip gloss, lip balm hybrid. It's in the shade Nearly Natural. It doesn't have the name of the product on it, which is kind of annoying. But this is great. Like, this is awesome. If you want your lips to look like your lips but better, provide a little bit of moisture, no stickiness, no weirdness, this is the product for you. I tend to have drier lips, so I love products like this, where it provides color but also provides moisture, doesn't make my lips look dry or drier than they already are. So this is great. All right, the last Rare Beauty product, and then I'll move on to something else. Let's talk about this. So this is their cream blush. So they have two types of cream blushes. They have the ones that are they in a stick or are they in like a dropper? I forget what they're like. They have one type of cream blush that's like really popular, and then they have this one. So this is the one that comes just like in the actual like tin. So this is the melting blush, and this is in the same shade as this, which is Nearly Natural. I wanted them to match. And I do think this is nice. This takes a little bit of trial and error. There have been times where I've applied this and it's been patchy, where like there's a lot of pigment like right here and then like no pigment on the front of my cheek, and it's like lifting up foundation. This can be a bit of a disaster if you don't know how to use it correctly. So what I've been doing, instead of applying with my finger, is I'll take it directly with my sponge and dab it very gently. I do not use this with full coverage foundations because it will lift up the foundation. Use this with a low coverage tinted moisturizer. At least that's what's worked for me. So yeah, I cannot use this with a full coverage foundation, but when I do use this and it does cooperate, it's nice. It's just really finicky, and so it's not the most easy product to use, but I still do enjoy it and I do pull it out and use it. All right, so now I'm going to talk about some fragrances. These are the last fragrances I'm going to talk about in this video. So I want to talk about the Sugar Milk Co. fragrances that I tried and bought. So these were all blind buys. I have one full size and then I have these 4 minis. So I actually did a video on these where I did a first impressions. If you want to check that out, check it out. But basically not all of them worked for me. And the ones I'm talking about today are the ones that did work for me. So first off, I want to talk about Cereal Milk. This one is really nice. It smells like Fruit Loops, and if you like to smell like Fruit Loops, I think this is great. That's pretty much all I have to say. Lasting power is phenomenal. I think it's really good. Almond Milk and Cookies smells really nice. This one to me, just a very buttery, like almond, slightly almondy, lactonic kind of fragrance. I think this is really pretty. Lasting power isn't as good as Cereal Milk, but I do like it, and I am going to keep it in my collection. Buttermilk Pancakes to me just smells like straight up maple syrup, but there is nothing wrong with that at all. And again, it lasts pretty well as well. I'd say moderate longevity, maybe like 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. Also gonna keep that one in my collection. Lemon Cakes was a standout to me. This one is nothing like Lyra from Xerjoff. They go in completely different directions. And I explain that a little bit more in my Sugar Milk video if you want to hear about this. But basically, if you have Lyra or any of the Lyra dupes that exist, this is not a dupe for it. And I think it has a place in your collection if you do like Lyra and you do own Lyra, because it's a different take on a lemon cake. And I do think this is really, really lovely. And I'm definitely going to keep this in my collection. Maybe I'll buy a full size someday. And then last, Rice Krispie. This one is also really nice. This one doesn't last very long at all, like at all. To me, this is vanilla, slight hint of marshmallow. That's what this one smells like. But yeah, this one I feel like would be a good layering scent because it doesn't have a long lasting power. It's not, crazy projecting or anything like that. It's pretty subtle, but I could see this adding a little hint of sweetness, vanilla, marshmallow to another fragrance. So yeah, those are all the Sugar Milk fragrances I'm keeping. Let's keep on trucking along on these quick reviews. This is gonna be a long video. Another palette I have not reviewed on my channel yet, Glaminatrix Cosmetics Nocturnal Palette. I actually pre-ordered this a very long time ago because I missed the initial launch, and it finally came in, and this is what it looks like. And I will say I had not bought from Glaminatrix in a pretty long time, just because, you know, they're from Australia, the shipping's pretty expensive, and they just didn't have any releases that really caught my eye until this one. And my goodness, they have improved their metallic formula by leaps and bounds. I am very, very, very impressed with this formula. I love this color story. That's what really attracted me to it. It's like grungy, but it's also very colorful, and I quite like that. Again, I've used every single shade in here. There are no duds in my opinion, and I just think it's a really stunning palette with great formulas, and I cannot complain. The only thing is that Milky Way came broken, and I know it's been happening to like literally everybody. I don't know why it came broken. It's a stunning shade, and you can press it back into the pan very easily like I've done here. But it came broken. But anyways, it's a stunning palette. I do like Glaminatrix. I'm not really much into like eyeshadow singles anymore. I find I don't really reach for them very much. I mean, I still have them, I still love them, I still do reach for them sometimes. But I like that indie brands like Glaminatrix are getting more into palettes, because then I can buy palettes and be happy and use them more often. Next, I'm going to talk about this sample that I have. This is from KVD, and this is the Locket Powder. This is pretty good. I'm using it under my eyes today just to like set my under eyes to bake. It's nice. It's lighter. Like it lightens my skin, I feel like, even though it's like a translucent powder, I feel like it lightens my concealer. That's not a bad thing, especially if you like a bright under eye. It's pretty matte, which I'm not so much into when it comes to powders. I'm still trying to find a loose powder that's good for setting the under eyes that isn't like super, super matte. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I got this for free with like a Sephora order, so like I didn't buy this. It's fine, it's good. I'm not like in love with it, so I'm probably just gonna use the sample up and then toss it. I'll talk about another powder now. So this is from Westmin Atelier, and it comes in this little pouch. It's so bougie. I mean, this stuff is so expensive. And this is like the heaviest like hockey puck packaging you've ever felt. So this stuff is way too expensive. This retails for like 70 bucks or more. It's nuts. But this is their new pressed powder, and they have a bunch of shades, and they had a translucent shade. And then they had this shade, and I was like, pink, a pink powder. I'm intrigued. So I bought the pink powder, and this powder is just so finely milled, and it's just like so soft and smooth. And I just put it on my skin, and I feel like it just perfects my skin. It gives a bit of a matte finish, so like I don't use a lot of this, especially since I use a lot of like glowy face products, but I do use a little bit of this just to like set my face, and I think it's really pretty. Like, is it worth the price? No, but the packaging is stunning. I think I've heard that they're going to come out with refills for this, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong, but if they come out with refills, that would be wonderful. More environmentally friendly, less expensive, and you can like keep using this beautiful packaging over and over and over again. I think it's a really nice product. This is only the second product I've ever tried from Westmin Atelier. I've also tried their cream highlighter, which to me is more like a blush topper because it's like way too dark and way too pink to be a highlighter, but that's okay. But I'm definitely more impressed with this powder formula, and I'm definitely gonna keep using it. I do like it. Let's talk about another powder. So this is from Pat McGrath, and this is the Blurring Under Eye Powder in the shade Light. I know people use this for more than just the under eyes, which is what I've been doing. So this is what it looks like. To me, this is a very much like a translucent kind of powder. I don't think it lightens my skin at all. This packaging is god-awful. It is the cheapest plastic packaging I've ever felt. Like, this is like drugstore quality. This packaging sucks, especially for the price. I'm like, really, Pat? Really? But it is a great powder. Like, it makes my skin look so good, so nice. I don't use this under the eyes. I use this actually, like, I use the Westman Atelier basically all over the face to provide just a nice setting. It is a really nice powder. I've also heard it breaks really easily, and mine's already starting to crack on the top, so I have a feeling this one's gonna break. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure if this is worth the price or the breakage and the crappy packaging. We'll see what happens. But I do enjoy using it for now. Again, I think this is another product that has a lot of hype on YouTube. Like, I know Morgan Turner here on YouTube always hypes about this, and I think she's right. I do like it. All right, I'm gonna stay on the Pat McGrath train. So I have these two products, and this is also from Pat McGrath, and this is the Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo. So I have two shades. I have an old shade, which is called Nude, which is what I'm wearing today, layered underneath the Pat McGrath Powder Highlighter, and then I have the new shade Cyber Orchid, which is what made me purchase Nude as well. So the balm side is pretty self-explanatory. It's just a balm. It's just a clear balm. But the other side is what's really special. So Cyber Orchid is like an iridescent purple. It's really pretty. And then the nude one is just a nude. Like it's just a very light nude kind of glow, which is what I'm wearing today. And these are nice. Are they worth the price? I don't think so. These are not the kind of product where you just go whoop and you swipe it on your face, because that's gonna lift up your blush and your foundation. You dab your finger into there and tap it onto your cheeks, all that stuff. So this is not my favorite formula of cream highlight. There are other cream highlighters I definitely love a lot more than this, but I do think it's good. I don't regret buying them. I've always wondered about these, and so I'm glad I have them. Yeah, I just have other formulas I like more, so I just think they're okay. So next up, I want to talk about some products I love. All these other products in this video I absolutely love. So yeah, the rest of this video, all hits. So this is from Half Magic Beauty. I have all of their matte eye paints. These are phenomenal, so easy to use. You can use them as eyeliner, easy to use. You can use them as eyeshadow and blend them out, and they're easy to use. They don't crease on me at all, which is so rare for a matte liquid shadow, I feel like. I feel like a lot of the complaints are, oh, they crease, or oh, they're not pigmented enough. No, these are super, super, super pigmented on first swipe, but they don't crease, they blend easily. They're just a phenomenal formula. So I have the blue shade, the green shade, the red shade, and also the pink shade. So I have all of the shades, and they're all really pretty, and I do love them. Then I also have one of the shades of the metallic one. I have the shade ASMR, which is absolutely beautiful. Just this most beautiful iridescent silvery kind of metallic glittery shade. It's stunning. This is the only one of the metallics that really caught my eye. But if they release more like this in different colors, ooh, I'm totally down. I definitely want those in my collection because this is absolutely beautiful. So I want to talk about a palette that is been out for a long time, but I just got my hands on. This is from Kaleidos, and this is the Escape Pod. Again, I've used every color in this palette, and I do really like it. Again, if you want to see videos on any of these products, let me know. I'm more than happy to do them. I'm just doing this so I can get caught up here on my channel, but this is absolutely stunning. The metallics are beautiful, the mattes are beautiful. I love Kaleidos' eyeshadow formula. I fell in love with it through Angelica Nyqvist's palette. It's just stunning, and I love this color story, and it's beautiful. So can't complain here. I really do enjoy this palette. So speaking of Kaleidos, I may have purchased all of the remaining highlighters from them I didn't have. So I did that, and I'm just gonna go through them one by one, and I do love every single one. So Solar, I still do have the other yellowy, like goldy one. What's it called? Ray Rider. I have Ray Rider. That was the first and only one I had, and then I decided I wanted them all. So Solar Sailor is like a more goldy yellow version of Ray Rider. It's really beautiful. Again, if you want videos on these, let me know. I can do like a swatch party or something. Space Age Prophecy, which is this beautiful multi-chrome. Oh, it's like a pink to green. It's really cool. This one's awesome. I have Moon Cruiser. The blue ones are probably my least favorite. I just feel like they don't look very good on my skin, but they're still fun. I feel like I have very like yellow undertones, so blues will look a little bit weird on me, but it's okay. Space Age Gifted. This one is another multi-chrome. Oh, it's just so pretty. The multi-chromes are my favorite by far. Like, they're just beautiful. Mars Melter, which I think would be a very pretty blush topper. Like, look at that. That's really gorgeous. And I'm sure you all have seen these and heard of these many times. Star Surfer, which is like a lighter pink, very natural. One of the more natural ones like Ray Rider and Solar Sailor. And then lastly, we have Skywalker, which is another blue. Again, the blues aren't my favorites, but I just wanted to have all of them. because I think they are a stunning, stunning formula. I also purchased the highlighter brush from Kaleidos with those highlighters. And I don't like this for the Kaleidos highlighters because I don't feel like they pick them up very well. Like this brush doesn't really pick them up very well. But I have used this for other formulas like the Pat McGrath powder one today. And I love how it applied that highlighter. So I don't like this for the Kaleidos formula, oddly enough, but I do like it for other formulas. So that's just like a little note about the brush. Also from Kaleidos, I want to mention, I did pick up their eye primer, which I was not a fan of. Basically, for some reason, the only eye primer that does not crease on me is the Milani eye primer. So I tried the Kaleidos one. It was Crease City. I was like, nope, gave it to a friend. So yeah, that has been decluttered from my collection. So the last brand I want to talk about is Oden's Eye. I've purchased some products from them, and I have talked about them on my channel before. But I'm gonna say this now, they have changed their eyeshadow formula for the better since I've tried them, and oh my God, it's beautiful. So I'm first gonna talk about the palette I'm not wearing on my eyes today, and that is the Solman 2 palette. Ooh, this is beautiful. I did not purchase this when it came out. This was something that I kept thinking about, and then eventually I was convinced to buy it. But this color story is beautiful. The formulas are stunning. Their metallics have really just improved leaps and bounds since their original palettes. Like I tried Oden's Eye when they had their palettes that are now like discontinued. Like that's how long ago it's been. It's been a couple of years. And they've just improved so much. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna try them again. I don't like their formula, blah, 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 blah. No, now I love their formula. Now I understand the hype. I understand why people have said it's changed. I get it. Metallics are beautiful, mattes are beautiful, the color story is beautiful, relatively affordable, stunning packaging. What more can you really say? And then with that collection, they came out with some powder blushes and highlighters, and oh man, they are stunning. So the blushes, I purchased two of the blushes. I'm not sure if only two blushes had a metallic, like shimmery formula or whatever, but the blushes are stunning. So they come with an overspray. That overspray is long gone because I've been using these like crazy. But this is the shade Rosate Love, which is like more of a pink blush, and it's shimmery and it's beautiful. Like, look at that. Look at that. Like, who wouldn't want that on their cheeks? Stunning, especially if you have pale skin and you're afraid to blush. Try it. It's really beautiful. It's my favorite powder blush. These are my favorite powder blushes I have ever tried. Seriously. Like, I cannot hype these up enough. And then I also have the orangey one that's called Sienna Luster. And you can actually see some of that overspray on the edge of the circle there. But look at that. Look at those. Oh my gosh. They are so, so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love these. I love a glowy cheek. So these are just absolute perfection for me. They need to release more of those in that formula, because I will buy them. I will buy all of them. And then I also want to talk about their highlighters. So I purchased 3 of the Moon Talk highlighters, or Moonlight Feel highlighters. Sorry, the shade's called Moon Talk, this one. So this is a green. I've worn this once, and you gotta like a green cheek, but it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. And look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Ugh. I love these so much. Like, I know a lot of people get PR from them and hype them up. I don't get PR from anybody. And my God, I get the hype. This next one's called Azura Shine. So this one's more like a bluish purpley. Oh my God, look at that. It's so pretty. And then last I have Rose Sky. Oh man. Look at this. Look at that highlighter. That is insane. And then look at that. Oh my God. I am obsessed with these. Like, absolutely obsessed. And it doesn't do justice when you swatch them. Like, you gotta have these on the cheek, and then you'll understand why I am so obsessed with them. Like, Again, they have like more shades in the collection. I just haven't bought them because I didn't think I would wear them as much as those 3. But, like, if they come out with more shades, like, if they had neutral shades in that formula, like a champagne or like a gold, oh man, I'm totally down. I gotta have that. And last, but most certainly not least, is the palette I'm wearing on my eyes today. I also wore it yesterday. This is only the second time I've worn it, but I do really like it. And this is from Oden's Eye again, and this is the Hela palette, which is their collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. This is a beautiful palette. Like, again, this is not something I bought when it came out. I got this in the mail this week. Like, I was late to the game. So I wasn't convinced because I was like, I don't know if I like Oden's Eye formula. No, again, it was because of my experience with the Sol Monte 2 palette that I was like, yep, I'm gonna get this. Because I love the formula. So today I'm wearing, ooh, I can't really see the name. I'm wearing Decay, which is this one in my crease, and then I blended it out with Wolf, which is right here. And then I'm wearing Complete on the lid with River as a topper. And I also put Soot in my outer corner, and then I did in the inner corners, in the brow bone, I went with Double Sided, which is like a beautiful like multi-chrome actually. So this is a stunning palette, beautiful color story, great formula, cannot complain. I have not used every single shade in this palette. I have not used the light pink, which is called Hela, and I have not used the light pinky peach shimmer, which is called Hellfire. I have not used those. But other than that, I've used every single shade in this palette. I think it's great. I really like it. I'm liking Oden's Eye now. I'm excited to see what else they come out with. And my goodness, that is it. That was a long video. I took a long break from YouTube. Just wasn't feeling creating content. But yeah, I just wanted to keep you all updated and show you what I've been using, what I've been reviewing, what I've been loving, what I've been meh about. There's nothing here that I hated. There's just some things I'm meh about, and there are some things I really love. So if you want to see videos on any of these, comment down below, let me know. You have questions, you have things you want to say, comment. I love responding to comments. If you like this video, please like this video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It also helps me know what kinds of content you like to see on my channel. And if you like me, please subscribe. I'd love to have you all here. I post videos about makeup and fragrance and maybe fashion sometimes, I don't know. Like, I just post what I want to. And yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.